Barefoot Bruisers, what's happening, guys? Got a kickstand. Damn, Dave, that looks like a new kickstand. Yep. Well, let me explain myself here. Not that I really need to, but hey, I showed y'all the Gen 2 kickstand that a friend of mine sent me to kind of check out. Brand new, like straight from the maker to my house, which was a weird experience on the same thing, but at the time, but and reflected on it, it was a really cool experience. Got to check out somebody else's brand new knife. And while I was talking to Dan, he's like, hey, I got this chisel ground, only fuller on the show side. So I kind of knew buying this that it might not be exactly what I wanted out of the out of a kickstand, but he sold it to me for a really good price. It's one of the thicker ones, so like the blade stock thickness was. I got my other kickstands. I'll show you in a second. Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But it's like similar to the one that I got from Steve, where the blade stock thickness is a little bit thicker than some of the other ones. So it kind of worked out right, but chisel ground is definitely different. There's enough room on this side for a fuller. It'll probably have to be a bull groove because she's got the ball on this side. And I thought, when he showed it to me, I thought that ball groove was bigger. Like, I got a VXC that's that way too. It's like a big, deep groove that you can get your thumb in really easy, but this one really isn't any easier. And because of the way he's got the stamp right here, you can't go back without removing the stamp to get it basically where you want it in that little section right there. So I don't know. Even when I bought this, I was thinking, if nothing else, I can make me a kind of sort of a rebladed kickstand. And if I did that, it'd be more like a deluxe style like blade instead of a kickstand style blade, which I may do to this one. Holes in the show side, which I'm not super fond of, but what he did do in this one that the other ones don't have is that kind of that bigger chamfer around the holes, a little more cut out for that show side. And it's more of a slab side. Almost all the rest of the ones that I've seen from him that are like the titanium slabs, he kind of rounds out like, let me get the other one in here. So like on the Damascus kickstand, see how all the edges are kind of rounded? Hopefully you can see that. And this is a little more slabby. I like slabby. I still, as much as I try to play around with doing different finishes and stuff on the belt grinder, doing that thing, but I've always been a slab side. I always like the slab side. So when I got this one in hand, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how much I like just a plain slab side. Like it just works for me. So anyway, yeah, I got another kickstand. Whether it remains a kickstand or goes to something else shall be seen. The actual grind on it is actually pretty good. I thought, because the last one I had chisel ground was a Bowie, the GF2 Bowie, and that one was a little bit thicker and I ended up grinding the backside. This one was actually pretty good. Like, I think I'm probably gonna leave, if I keep this blade on there, I'll probably put a fuller on this side. I may expand the fuller on this side. I may just leave it alone. I may just do something completely different on the back side so I can flick it, and then it'll be good. Because like for me, the kickstand is one of the ones where like you can barely get your finger in there for the flick. So if it's a high fuller, you can make it work. I could kind of sort of get it off the blade, but obviously it's a flipper too. But for me, most of my kickstands, like I got the flipperless one, that Damascus one, I can get in there, just flick it, just works good. Like just one of those things that like agrees with you or don't agree with you. But like this Damascus one's pretty much got them all. Like all the features on it pretty much work good. So that one's like missing the finger flick part for me, which is why I like the kickstand so much, I guess. So yeah, probably not that I need another future project, but another future project for me probably. But super happy I got it. And it's just one of those things, I guess, still bleeding over from Blade Show, if you will. Like, there's less and less people building bruisers that go to the shows, which is kind of disappointing to me. Like, even Medford wasn't at the show. I don't think I even mentioned that, but like, he wasn't even there. There's more people selling his knives, secondary or whatever, or, dealers selling his stuff. But like, the manufacturer wasn't there, which, like, honestly, like, he's been kind of sort of getting smaller and smaller booths and like doing less stuff. It's just, there's not enough special coming out of that company that warrants the show, I guess. They're more of a production company, but you should still be there to show your stuff, but whatever. Enough people probably tired of hearing about the show, my thoughts on the show, but what I was trying to get at is there's just not enough there wasn't enough choices for me to buy something there. You know, a few makers that were there had a few selections of a few things, then they just didn't line up what I like. So, you know, I didn't get as much at Blade Show as I thought I was or would have had there been more choices. So it's kind of still bleeding over a little bit. I didn't need to spend the money. I should probably put that money in tooling and, you know, setting the shop up better, but I'm still a collector, you know, like as much as I want to move into like making and doing that things, which it will be happening in a couple months here. But like, you know, right now I'm still very much collector mindset. Like I'll switch to the maker mindset eventually, but not right yet. Speaking of makers from Blade Show, I seen this one at Blade Show, but Denise was cool enough to let me borrow this. Is it the Newt? I'm pretty sure it's a Newt. Full dress Newt. So let me get a little closer so you can see. So it's all, I don't know if this is Timascus, but he finished it cool. So it's like a dull finish. So most people that finish this stuff like with super, super shiny, like bling blingy stuff. I'm not that way. And talking to Donnie, he's not really that way either. And Denise's favorite color, this is Denise's if I hadn't said it already. Denise's favorite color is purple. So I think it all worked out for everybody on this one. You know, purple ain't really my thing, but if you're going to do this fancy color and stuff, this is definitely the one. And you can probably see on the blade where I've been getting my greasy bugs or greasy fingers in there and flicking it. But because my hand's a little bigger, it's hard to manipulate the studs as much. But what a cool knife, man. And so no drama involved, just to let y'all know what had happened. Denise has arthritis in her hands, so she has having a hard time with the lock stick and that sort of thing. She sent it to Donnie, and Donnie basically did what he think he should have done. But it's still nice, still need to go through a little break-in. So she sent it to me kind of like, you know, do you see a problem with this? Should I just break it in, that sort of thing? And I was like, you know, just let me break it in for you. So as you can see now, there's like almost no lock stick. The thing's functioning fine. So I'm gonna send it back to her tomorrow. And hopefully this alleviates all the problems for her. I just think like it was one of those things where it's just a little hard for her hands. Like, so how I always judge it, and the lockup's good on this one too. How I always judge it is, you know, my wife's, you know, using her hands a lot with probes and that sort of thing. So she has arthritis in her hands, especially like in the night, her hands hurt her worse. So when she gets home from a hard day, I'll hand her the knife, go, okay, does it feel any different to you? And then finally, the last couple of days, she was like, okay, it's starting to feel good now. So like, I think we're on the right track. I think this is what you wanted. I'm not feeling any, as you can tell, I'm not feeling any lock stick or anything like that. So hopefully this is exactly what she was looking for, is just to break it in good, and then she'd be good to go from this for. But pretty much a new knife. You know, all the the greasy marks and the finger, like you can see where my finger's been hanging right there. That's all me. So like I think it'd be kind of cool if the knife kind of breaks in and has those features, but it's not my knife and I didn't spend the money for it. So I'll clean it up, get it sent back to her. But it's cool to experience another one of those. If y'all hadn't seen Knight's Edge, he just got the Predator. Out of all the knives that were on Donnie's table at the Blade Show, the Predator was the one I was like, that is sick. That's my favorite model from him by far. Like when he builds a bruiser version of that, I'm gonna be first in line for that one. That's all the ones we've seen, all the ones he's done. Like I like his work, obviously, like everything I've done, but some agree with me more than others. That Predator was like on point, right there, good. Just make it thicker, it's good to go. Really enjoyed like seeing his work. And then if you don't follow Knight's Edge, please go look at his at least Instagram, like see the pictures of it. But yeah, he's got the Predator, and Donnie put a cool little finish on it too. I had mentioned to you guys a couple weeks ago maybe, that when I got back from Blade Show, I was kind of sort of thinking about reopening the regrinds. And it's not open yet, so I don't want anybody to get all crazy and thinking that it's going to happen. But I hadn't done one in a long time. It's been quite some time since I did a reblade, or not a reblade, a regrind. And Brendan's one that drew that second logo, which y'all hadn't seen yet, but it's going to come out. You know, as soon as I get through these stickers, that'll be the next stickers I order. I probably should get on ordering some actually, but he had a Zermano tier, and he wanted the hardware blasted in a regrind. So I hadn't done one in a long time, and a slightly profile. So I did a a compound grind, but it is two-tone because it's still blasted in the middle. And then I did the swedges again, the front flat, and then the hollow in the back there. And this is mainly because, you know, he did me a favor, so I'm doing him a favor kind of thing. Blasted the hardware for him, of course. But it made a cool little tier. This one had kind of a weaker lock bar. The whole thing with learning how to make knives is I learned now what not to do. Excuse me. Oh, almost dropped it. What not to do and what to do. So I think on this one, he cuts the lock bar cutout just a little bit thin for me, so that the lock bar pressure is never really what you want. It's either too much or not enough, and the detent feels weird in it. Like, you know, either like that or you don't like that kind of thing. And so like I have a hard time with a lot of these tiers, and this was starting to get it too. You add the lock bar pressure and it just gets a little more lock sticky. It doesn't really help the detent a whole lot. So I was gonna try to help Brennan out with that one, but it's a little bit better. He's got his on washers, which to me is way better than the bearings they use. The bearings are just too much for me. So like on washers, you know, you can control that a little better, and it's still smooth to sit. So cool little one, regrind. And I, you know, like I said, I hadn't done a regrind in a while, so it's not my best work. Like I have done better regrinds for sure, but it's getting me back in the saddle, getting me ready to kind of start thinking about doing that stuff again. And like I said, that'll probably open up, and I'll probably do it more like weekly positions kind of thing versus like just send me as many as you want. I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 a week type thing, and not try to do the whole, you know, try to keep up with as many as comes in kind of thing. So I'll probably do weekly spots. Someone send a knife and I'll do 1 week kind of thing, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. Not overwhelming, because it did take some time. Obviously with the amount of stuff on that one, I did a swedge and basically 2. So it's basically 3 different setups for me. That was about 3 hours for me. So like, you know, a decent amount of time that I could have got something else done in. Speaking of which, I got some blades heat treated and lock bars done. I'm not gonna bother showing you the stuff that's still back there, probably sitting right here on the table. I'm not gonna bother showing you that. That'll be future, but I got this one kind of sort of close enough that, you know, I might as well show it to you. Like it's not done at all. But this cozy that's been bothering the shit out of me for, I don't know how long now, it's finally all together, looking like a blade. You know, it's ground as far as this main bevel was ground. I might take a little bit higher, but it's pretty much ground. Nice, super, I would say super thick, but you know, like more like my style of grind versus like the average EDC person wants a little bit more thin and slicey. I like a little more pry-bar-y. So you can see the tip's still super robust. Obviously doesn't have an edge on it yet. I'm thinking about doing a swedge on it, but I don't know. Every time I look at it, I'm like, sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should just leave it alone. I may do something, I may not, I don't know. But anyway, I blasted the tag in, and I just got the black inserts in it. I probably will send this to JD too, let him do his thing to it. J Dizzle on Instagram. Oh yeah, this is how much this has been fighting me the whole time, okay? So I get all to this point, and I'm like, hell yeah, this thing's starting to look like a knife, starting to feel like a knife. I got ready to put the pocket clip on it, and guess what? The hole screwed up, needs to run the tap through it, and it's not a normal size, so it's a 532 or a 540. I think it's a 532. I can't remember. I got to check the threads. Oddball size tap that I got to go find now. So like always something. So the pocket clip wouldn't tighten on there. It only get like 2 threads on it and it stopped. So like I got to re-tap the hole. Always something with this shit. This knife has been fighting me the entire time I've done it. Like a couple people have asked about possibly buying it, and like it's bothered me so much that it's gone so long with this one that I don't know that I'm gonna even let it go. But if there's a couple people that have asked about it, I may sell it when I get done with it. But if not, it's gonna sit in the safe for a good while before I start carrying it. Like this one has fought me every step of the way, and I just feel like, you know, at this point it's probably gonna be like one of those ones that constantly need attention to it. But it's functioning, it's ready to go to JD as far as I know. I might finish the blade and then send it to him. I don't know, but like this has just been a thorn in my side, I think. So like I was kind of ready to move on anyhow. So the other ones that are heat treated will probably be coming up next week. Hopefully I get at least one of them done this week. But you know, this is early Sunday morning, so the sun just basically barely came out. So I got to kind of wrap it up here, get in my normal work mode kind of thing, and move on. But I do want to do a 4th of July giveaway. Hang on one second. I'm going to grab this box because I don't even remember what's in it. It's basically the stuff. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. It's basically the stuff that people have given me over the time. And I'm going to clean some of this up, but it's all used. We're going to do a quick 4th of July giveaway because I don't know. I think it's cool. So all the stuff in here, I believe, is either made in America or doesn't say it's not made in America. Put it that way. I think most of it is made in America. I think all of it is, except for like this one here. So this is basically stuff that people have given me. There's a couple things I threw in here too. Basically stuff that people have given me to do giveaways on that I have been slacking on, and it's just been laying around. So the first one, the one that's questionable, is the Smith & Wesson M&P, which I'm pretty sure ain't made in here, America. This one ain't anyhow. Just says special ops. I don't know. I don't even know where I got it from. Hot Rod probably had it in her building out there for quite some time. This one is one I know I bought. JD, which used to be JD for EDC. I don't even remember what his new channel is. Had sent me one of these a while back. You can see it's dirty, but I'll clean it up for you. It's a case knife in Magna Cut. I think it was a, who is it? Smoky Mountain exclusive. So it's a cool little knife. It's aluminum frame. You can see where the aluminum's faded a little bit on that. But also made in America, and also the right colors, especially for this coming up weekend. Someone else has sent this one back. I think this might have been Denise, but it's the Gerber multi-tool, made in America. It says it on it, made in America. Let's show the other one. This one came from Brennan. Actually, he sent me a couple knives that I figured, well, now's the time because 4th of July, but it's supposed to be like a, let's see if I can hold it up for you. A limited edition, one of however many. And it's just another Smith & Wesson flipper thing, but it says made in America on it. And the last knife on this one is a little, what do they call them? Finger knives? I can't remember. I got an old Schrade that's that way. It's hanging on the wall. Let's see if I can find it up there. The bottom right above that fixed blade. It's hard to do this backwards. It's so crazy. Right there-ish. But anyway, here's a new version of that old timer finger. I don't know, something finger, but it's American made. I don't know what steel it is. Does it say? I can't even tell. Even with the glasses on. Does it say? It says 1520, so maybe it's 15 and 20. I don't know. If it is, that'd be cool. Anyway, all that stuff in there. And then when I got the t-shirts, I obviously try to keep one for myself, and Hot Rod kept one. Neither one of us put them on. They've just been sitting on the shelf in there. So I figured, you know what? I'm also throw them in the giveaway too. So get one of those original t-shirts. And yeah, they may have, sorry, they may have a little cat hair on them and stuff. But the, Barefoot Bruisers t-shirt, I think one's an XL, one's a 2XL. So hopefully that's something that y'all care about trying to win. And I'll throw some stickers in there too. I'm gonna do it quick because I want you to have it for 4th of July. And I gotta send some stuff out for, knives going back and stuff tomorrow anyhow. So let's do it. I'm gonna do it in the morning. So about 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, I'm gonna figure out who's the winner. And I'll let you know. If I don't have your information, I'll try to get your information, but I need to get it basically, if it's 5 o'clock this time, that'll be 8 o'clock East Coast time. I think I can probably get your information before I ship it out, which will probably be like in the afternoon, Monday afternoon. So hopefully I have your information to be able to get a hold of you. Instagram, Facebook, get a hold of me if you want to get a hold of me. All you gotta do is say happy 4th of July in the comments. You say happy 4th of July in the comments. I know it's early. It's not even July yet technically, but I want to get this before 4th of July, and it's all American made stuff, except for maybe that Tac Ops. I don't know. Okay. Call it for the week. Y'all be cool. Later, y'all.